and thanks for inviting me to the podcast. I am Arti Vats. By education, I've done my MBA in finance, but by passion, I'm a early childhood educator. I'm a certified early childhood educator, and I'm a founder of Cradle to Crayons and Beyond Preschool. We founded this school after right after COVID, and yeah, since then it's been 2 years. This is our third year running, so we are we have all sorts of students with us. We have all sorts of challenges with different kids, different students, especially after the COVID. I think the preschool education or early education or foundation years are a little more challenging right now. So, yeah, that's it.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, can you just share your perspective on the role of preschools in supporting overall childhood development?
uh, Early I mean the preschool education or the foundation years are the most crucial ones, because by the age of 5 years 90% of the brain is developed. So whatever stimulus we are giving to the kids, whatever things we are telling, we are teaching them, whatever skills we'll be teaching them, they will help in all sorts of fields for them in later life, be it speaking, be it life skills, be it motor skills, be it cognitive skills, all sorts of skills. If they are taught at a proper age by, I would say, good educators, they will be really helpful for the kids in their later life.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, what are the common challenges you observe in children's communication skills during their early years?
During early years, see, scene is very different, especially after COVID. Earlier, I don't think it was an issue, this speech delay, or yeah, because earlier people were very social. Right after the child is turned maybe 6 months or 7 months, mother or grandparents would take the child to the park in the evening, and that child will see, I mean, trees, plants, birds, animals. Kids playing in the park would come to the child and try to talk to him. So kids, I would say, families were very social. But
Right.
after COVID, scene has changed, especially kids born during the COVID period, because they couldn't go out, they couldn't meet people. Father or mother, they were working from home. And since now we have more of nuclear families, usually grandparents were not there, they were in their houses, and parents were somewhere else. So when mother is working, it was more difficult. She would struggle between the kitchen and her work and the child. Fathers were also working, they were helping. uh, but again, somewhere kids suffered. Kids were the most suffered people, I would say, during the COVID, and even post COVID also. It's been I think 2 to 3 years we have overcome COVID, but still kids are suffering because um, they couldn't go to school. Early childhood, they couldn't get that foundation years which they were supposed to get, and parents didn't have any time to talk to them. uh,
Right.
they they didn't have any time to socialize, meet new people, make new friends. So these were the things which really took these kids in a very negative way, I would say.
Me understand. how do preschools are taking care of in educating parents of not only providing them guidance but also counseling them to cover to basically cover the mental health state of a parent.
Right. I do get parents like this. But first of all, I would say acceptance is more important. If
Right.
parents are not accepting the fact that my child has got some issues, he or she is either speech delayed, or
Right.
nowadays behavioral patterns are very different in kids. Hyperactive kids are there. So
Absolutely.
first of all, first step is parents should accept that my child is having some problem. Right. When they come to us, we usually take an interview of the parents. My staff, I mean, talk to the child as well. They ask some basic questions, and in that 10 minutes, we get to understand whether the child is facing any issues or child is fine. So, what we do as in preschool, we inform the parents that see, we have seen these issues in your child, and what steps are you taking
Mhm.
to overcome these things. So sometimes parents, they say, ma'am, we are taking speech therapies, we are taking different therapies for the kid, and our doctor has suggested that she or he'll be fine in another 2 months or 3 months, things like this. But sometimes it happens parents do not accept,
Right.
nay, my child is normal, and
That's
it is happening with us. They do not accept the fact. So first and foremost, until and unless the parents accept the fact, we will not be able to help them. Because whenever we face any issue with any child, we call the parents, we sit and talk with the parents, like what is the child's schedule, what the child is doing at home, what you people are doing with him, how much social are you people, are you taking him to the park, are you taking him to different places. Sometimes parents say, um that we are busy, we are working, so we don't have much time to spend it with the child. Or they say we have grandparents at home, usually the child spend more time with grandparents. There are different scenarios. First and foremost, I would say preschools can help, but only with the help of the parents. We can't work in isolation until and unless the parents
right.
support us. So, my first request to all the parents is, please accept the fact, if there is any issue with the child, seek any kind of help. I mean, be it you need to go to any therapist or professional or anybody. Just
Right.
talk to your pediatrician, for that matter of fact. What is the issue? He or she will guide you. So, apart from that, as in preschool, if we have this kind of a child, we do inform the parents. Then we have different activities designed for them.
Right.
And again, we time and again we keep on suggesting the parents that please seek any medical help or any professional help for your child. So yeah, that's it.
Amazing. So, ma'am, with this, how much do you think these issues actually hampers the child's social interaction in the society?
It definitely hinders it definitely I mean the child develops a low confidence because he or she can't speak. He if they want to convey anything, be it a teacher, be your friend, be your parents, they develop a different kind of behavior. Either
Mhm.
it will be aggressive, or
Right.
the child will completely go into silence. He or she will not speak at all. So it definitely affects the child's social life. So I
Mhm.
think measures should be taken at a very early age. Uh, the time and it's not a competition. I mean, it's not that कि मेरी family में 4 साल तक कोई नहीं बोला था तो मेरा बच्चा भी नहीं बोलेगा. It shouldn't happen that way.
Right.
Milestones are milestones. If a child should start blabbering and making some sounds and responding to some sounds at 12 to 15 months, and he or she should start with one or two words at the age of 2, then making small sentences by 3, then there's no competition. If milestones are set by professionals and researchers, and just, it might, see, every child is different. It might happen that my child uh, may start by the age of 3.5, but
Mhm.
at least he or she should start blabbering. Response should be there at least, and most basic thing is the child should be able to respond to their name. Usually what happens, children do not respond to their names as well. So in spite of that, parents say that my child is normal. So
Right.
addressing this issue at a very early age, seeking any kind of help, is very important.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, what measures do you think every school, not only schools, but also hospitals these days, when a birth of a new child happens,
Yeah.
even hospitals should get involved and provide that counseling and consultation to the new parents
Mm.
in terms of how the development of a child happens.
Parents are these days well informed. I don't think hospitals need to make this kind of a team or something like that. But parents are well informed. They are very, I would say, yeah, informed these days. All these Google and everything is providing required information.
Mhm.
What should be the milestones? Parents, see what is happening. Parents are very busy these days. Both parents are working. Mothers are also working. So if mothers are earlier, it was, the child was a whole responsibility to mother.
Right.
Mother ही सब कुछ कर रही है उस बच्चे का. Father was there कि when academics is going to start, father will involve. Otherwise
And
mother का ही होता था. Nowadays, though things are different, fathers are also paying. They're
of course,
they
the
are
complete
participating.
attention to the
They're participating a lot. Um,
right.
so
Even I think the companies also have started providing paternity leaves,
paternity leave, yes,
not
yes,
only maternity.
yes,
Yes.
yes, paternity leaves as well. So that's a good thing. Parents are informed. Usually, what happens, pediatricians at the time of the birth, a complete checkup is taken, and usually they see if the child is having some sort of issues or not, and they inform the parents. But
Mhm.
again, parents shouldn't take this thing lightly. Again,
Right.
acceptance should be there. He, my child is having some issues. Acceptance is must. Here, I would say parents should accept the thing ki, by my child is a little bit different from other kids. So I need to be more cautious. I need to be more careful. I need to be more attentive.
Right.
So आई थिंक इट्स हॉस्पिटल्स का इतना रोल शायद नहीं होगा, मेनली जिनका पेरेंट्स का है. इट्स
Mhm.
मोर ऑन पेरेंट्स how they go about it, because I have students with me, approximately 6 years of age. I have students with me, 3 plus
Right.
years age, and they can't speak.
Okay.
And it was not there. 6 साल पहले तक कोविड नहीं था, but still
Right.
I don't know what parents were doing. I don't know. Those kids have a grandmother at home, so
Okay.
I wouldn't say कि घर पे भी कोई नहीं था if both parents were working. But still, parents need to be aware. It is, parenting is a 24/7 job. You can't escape it. If you have brought a new life in this world,
Mhm.
you have to be there for her or him 24/7. आपने अगर एक नई जिंदगी को इस दुनिया में लाए हैं, आप उसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं. Someone told me long back ago कि अगर माँ बाप जब बूढ़े हो जाते हैं ना, तब भी हम लोग इन आर इंडियन सिनेरियो वी से कि हम बच्चों के लिए लाइबिलिटी बन जाते हैं एज पेरेंट्स. बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. बिकॉज वी हैव ब्रॉट दीज किड्स इनटू दिस वर्ल्ड, our
Right.
kids will always be our liability and we will not be their liability. So it is more important is parents should get involved in all this.
So don't you think parents are rather than not only just acceptance is missing, but parents these days are being ignorant as well?
um, in some cases yes, but I won't say I have met many parents who knew the fact that their child is not normal, he's hyperactive and hyperactive as well.
Right.
But they think that if their child gets admission in a normal school, like we have normal students, so they think that their child will also become normal. But it doesn't
Okay.
happen that way. It doesn't happen. Their children need special teachers, special environments, special facilities, for which my teachers, my staff may not be equipped. My
Right.
my facility is not equipped for such children. Hyperactive. No, we can't do that. Plus, sometimes these kids are very violent. They won't hurt others, but they would hurt themselves. They would bang their
Themselves.
head towards the wall. So
Right.
again, parents need to be very accepting in that way that normal बच्चों के साथ अगर उनका बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, so things will not improve. Things will even
Absolutely.
worsen. Things will worsen.
Right. So, ma'am, with this, this is a spontaneous question I got. The
Yeah.
special education, the special educator, speech therapy, how important it is nowadays for a school to have a speech therapy therapist in house, or maybe a collaboration with a speech therapist, with a special educator, and maybe an occupational therapist, because for oral motor skills, right?
After seeing the need of the hour, I mean, and the number of kids facing these issues, I think it is very important. Even we have collaborated with one such center.
Okay.
So yeah, so they come to us. They'll be doing analysis for
Okay.
all our kids, and in case they find any issues with any of the kids, we inform it to the parents. So I
Mhm.
think it is absolute necessary nowadays for the preschools to uh, broaden the perspective, broaden their horizon. Like our role is not stick to teaching them ABC and 1, 2, 3 and all this. When we are working on the foundation years of the kids, then it's a wholesome
Right.
job. I mean, we just can't focus on academics only. It's a wholesome job. We When I say that we are a class apart school who is working on the overall development of the child, then overall development means all the social as well,
Mhm.
then motor skills as well, cognitive as well, everything. So it's absolute necessary for the preschools to collaborate nowadays.
Right. So, ma'am, what advice, the last thing you would like to give to the audience, especially the parents, what they should actually keep in mind, what they should do to make sure they are uh, in collaboration with preschools and the schools, they are actually helping and providing all the resources to their child for better development and better future.
Uh, First and foremost, acceptance. Please accept the fact that your child is having some issues, be it speech, be it anxiety, be it hyperactive, be it autism. Accept the fact, because nowadays you will find these kinds of kids in every school, which did not happen earlier when we were in schools. So I think acceptance is the key. If parents think that no, taking admission in a normal school and sending your child along with normal schools will improve the things, it will not. So parents having kids with these kinds of issues should take professional help,
Right.
and they shouldn't shy away from the thing. It is not a मतलब उसमें शर्म नहीं आनी चाहिए. They should shy away कि my child is like this. मैं अपने friends को क्या बोलूंगा कि my child is
Mhm.
going through a speech therapy. No. If my child is having, my child is my responsibility. It is not my friend's responsibility, not my relatives, not the society. My child is my child. I will take my child to, uh, I mean, at any cost, I am with my child, and I have to, uh, if I want to take any, or I need any professional or medical help, I should definitely go there and ask for the help. So
Right.
this thing lies with the parents. See, schools, the kid is with us for 3 to 4 hours. We do as much as we can. But again, for 20, 21 hours, the child is at home. He or she is with the parents. So it is important for the parents to understand that though we are there for them to help, we are there to guide them,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it is going to be their call. At the end of the day, it is going to be their decision what they want to do with their child.